Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the show. And we got some topics to go over. Let me crank up my volume just a little bit so y'all can hear me, because I see a lot of people wondering if I'm going to go in today or not. And why not? Why not? I think I should be a high octane every stream. I don't know what's going on with my idiotic stream deck. You pay so much money for these stupid devices, and then they try to crap out on you after a little while, but it's all good though. But anyways, we got some stuff to talk about, and I'm always going to give you guys the truth. I'm always going to keep it real with you guys, no matter what. Okay, no matter what, I'm always going to keep it real. All right. And like I said before, the situation at hand right now, obviously the biggest news of the year, the biggest news of the century is obviously the Microsoft / Activision Blizzard deal. All right. That's like the biggest news of the year right now. And I don't even know if we're going to get anything as big as that for the remaining part of the year on that grand scale of, you know, acquiring a publisher or acquiring, maybe you can acquire a couple studios here and there, but man, that was just so huge. And also, I really want to talk about Sony, because yes, Sony is #1 in gaming right now. We know this already. We don't need a book to tell us this. We know this, right? But at the same time, nobody can deny, okay, if you're in the #3 spot, obviously your goal is to get to the #1 spot, no matter what, right? No matter what. And right now, while there's talks going around saying that, well, Microsoft is just never going to be #1. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? That is not true, because you never know what can happen, right? You never know what can happen. Okay. And I feel like Microsoft is making a lot of moves right now to solidify Game Pass and also to add more value, while Sony, on the other hand, is staying to what they know best, which is their exclusives, right? And at the same time, make no mistake that Sony is going to be hurting in the future. Whatever Microsoft decides to do with Call of Duty, that's on their own prerogative. But we're going to talk about that as well, because like I said before, Sony needs to stick to what they know best, right? Which is their exclusive titles, and also figure out what they're going to do with this so-called service. But at the end of the day, the story still remains what's going to happen to Call of Duty, which we're going to talk about here on the show, and Sony's official response to Microsoft, right? And let's just say that everything I said in the stream was correct yesterday pertaining to what I was telling you guys. Like, everything is going to be just like how it once was with the whole Bethesda deal, right? Anything that's in contract has to be fulfilled, right? Because it's already been in contract. But things were the thing with contract is it's going to be up one day, right? And once that contract is up one day, you're going to have to renew that contract, right? If that particular copyright holder is going to allow you to renegotiate a contract. It's just like with Sony back in the day with Rockstar. You guys remember that with the whole Grand Theft Auto exclusive situation that they had going on? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, thank you, G2G. Oh man, my eyes, something just blew in my eyes. Thank you, G2G, for the $5. Says, what's up, champ? Let's start to heat up the Dono Wars. Hey, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. But like I said before, right? Sony has to figure something out. Whether they're going to do something with another publisher, whether they're going to sign up and say, hey, we want this and this game to be exclusive. But like I said before, the problem is not really Call of Duty for Sony right now, because at the end of the day, while Call of Duty does bring in a lot of revenue for Sony, like, listen, they have other IPs, right? They got new multiplayer IPs that they're working on right now that is getting ready to drop. So it's like, if I was Sony right now, I would just stick to my guns. You know what I'm saying? Stick to my guns and also build up on this new service that you got going on. Period. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And let Microsoft do what they do. You know what I'm saying? If you lose, you win. Doesn't really matter. At least you try. At least you give it your best shot. So we're going to talk about that because, like I said before, contracts needs to be honored. It's the same thing with the Bethesda deal. They had the whole Deathloop situation going on. They also had, what is it? Ghostwire Tokyo going on. And those contracts needed to be honored. But once the contract is up, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's guess. All right. And as much as people hate Microsoft, the ugly truth to this is, as much as you might hate Microsoft, because it kills me when you have people say, I don't like Xbox, but you got a PC and you're still signed up to Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going to pay for your games straight up. But either way, if you pay for your games straight up, love Microsoft or hate them, money's still going to Microsoft. So even you might be a PlayStation guy, right? And you're saying, oh, well, I don't like Xbox or I don't like PC, right? You still in the future, your money is still going to go to Microsoft. Whether you like it, yes or no, because even if this whole Call of Duty thing happens to where it's like Microsoft is like, you know what? We're going to make Call of Duty multi-platform. If I was the one that spent $68 billion, I'm not going to spend $68 billion for it to go everywhere, right? Unless Game Pass is on every single device, which Phil Spencer said. If Game Pass is on that device, then you will get that exclusive game, right? Whatever that Xbox, exclusive game is, it's going to be tied to Game Pass. So it doesn't really matter if you like Xbox or not. Your money as a PlayStation fan will forever go to Microsoft, because once that deal goes through, right, and you are a Call of Duty player, you used to play Call of Duty on your PlayStation console because you're a Sony pony and you're a fanboy, which means, hey, that money is going to go straight to Microsoft. So yeah, you don't have to sit there and say, oh, I don't have to sign up for Game Pass. You're right. You don't have to sign up for Game Pass. Game Pass is optional. But if you go out there and spend $70, guess what? That $70 funky dollars is going to go straight to Microsoft. So there you go. So riddle me that. So I don't understand why you have people sitting here whining and complaining, you know what I'm saying? And having like, they're having this thought in their head like, oh, it's game over. No, it's not. It's not game over. It's business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm spending $68 billion, I'm going to win all the way. Microsoft can go 3 different ways with this. They can keep it exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem, right? And force the gamer to say, okay, well, I'm a COD person, so I can either sign up for Game Pass, I can either spend $70 or $60 on the game, or I can play it on another platform if they decide to do that, right? So if they decide to make Call of Duty multi-platform, you still got to go out there and spend $70 on PlayStation or Switch or whatever the case may be. So, hey, Microsoft still win at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. That's why I'm laughing within myself, because regardless of the fact, hey, Microsoft still wins. We're also going to talk about Sony. After Sony's official response, we're going to talk about the stock drop situation here. And $20 billion, that's a lot of money, right? Obviously, we're hearing that, oh, their stock is going back up. But needless to say, $20 billion, that's a lot of money to lose out on. I'm just saying, if that was me losing out on that much money, that would sting a little bit, okay? Xbox boss talks about the Activision deal. Shout out to Phil Spencer here. I mean, the man is trying everything he can to bring Xbox back to where it once was when it comes to the Xbox 360 and everything. So that's very interesting, to say the least. We're also going to be talking about Activision. Activision put out an official statement regarding existing PlayStation games, okay? So this is very important for you guys to listen in on as well. Now, we got a rumor talking about Hogwarts Legacy being delayed till 2023. Obviously, that was a lie, because we got an official statement here that we're going to be going over. We also got a leak release date for Ghostwire Tokyo. And, oh man, EA could be next in line to be taken over by whoever. It ain't gonna be Microsoft, right? And I want to also say this as well. Buying a bunch of studios does not fix your problem. Okay? Buying a bunch of studios like what Microsoft did, right? That's not the answer for Sony. Sony don't need to copy Microsoft and going around buying a bunch of studios. They don't have to do that. All they have to do is continue to do what Sony does best, right? If they're number one in gaming and they've been number one all this time, not because Microsoft bought like a big gigantic publisher, right? Keep on doing what you're doing, right? Because if you're top dog, then you just need to continue doing what you do best, right? So like I was telling, I just had to clear the air on that too, so people don't sit here and believe like Sony has to answer back by buying a bunch of publishers. They don't have to do that. That's optional. Yes, you can go ahead and buy more publishers if you want to, right? As long as it's within your financial window of affordability, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the answer, because you could buy up all these studios and publishers and then you still flop. You know what I'm saying? Because what? You don't have the quality that people are looking for. Like the games are just not that good, you know, or you don't understand what gamers really want. So it's a double-edged sword at the end of the day. But this really looks good for Microsoft right now because they're the ones that's been dragged through the mud over the years. You understand what I'm saying? And so right now, EA, they're saying is next in line to be grabbed. It ain't going to be Microsoft. It's going to be somebody else. And then we're also going to be talking about Take-Two. Talks about GTA Trilogy. Take-Two's boss, Take-Two CEO. And it's stupid. It's stupid what he had to say about GTA Trilogy. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. And we have some more stuff right here on the show for you guys. So do me a favor. Thank you guys so much for the tremendous support. Hit that like button and hit that share button as well. I definitely do appreciate you guys. So diving into our next story here. All right. We have to talk about Sony and their official, I'm telling you right now, this is their official statement on the whole Activision / Bethesda deal. And I was sitting here and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. And Sony pretty much stated the obvious. It was not like something that we were just sitting here like, oh, wow, well, nobody wasn't expecting this. Like, I mean, this is just common sense, business one-on-one. If there's something already in place before a major merger happened, that contract needs to be fulfilled all the way. That's just how it works, right? This deal is not going to go through till next year, 2023, June of next year. That's when the deal goes through and it's closed, and that's it. And then that's all she wrote from there. So clearly, whatever contract they had with Activision has to be fulfilled. There's no way around it. So I just wanted to make this 100% clear that what Sony is saying right now is nothing new under the sun. We already know this already, okay? So diving into our first story here, let's talk about Sony's official response via Bloomberg, because like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, like I said in my stream yesterday, I'm like, well, Sony gotta really sit down and figure out what their next plan is. Do they have to respond right away? No, they don't. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. Haste make waste, okay? Take your time, figure out what you're gonna do, and then go from there. Okay, so diving into the first story here, let's talk about the whole situation here with PlayStation and their actual official response beyond the whole Activision deal here. Because honestly, guys, like I said before, I'm just waiting. I'm literally just waiting to see what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like how much of key value is PlayStation going to be adding to PS5 owners? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? That's the $1 million question that everybody wants to know. So let me go ahead and transition here for you guys. All right, so obviously my screen, I have to pull it up on here for you guys. Sorry for the black screen, but it's about to come up right now. All right, bingo. So there you guys have it right here. The official statement from Sony, a Sony representative, and everything like that. And like I said, this is business one-on-one. This ain't brain surgery or nothing like that, right? So let's pause this right now. Okay, hold on. Let's pause all that right now. All right, it says Sony expects Activision games to remain on PlayStation. The Wall Street Journal reports. All right, so like I said before, this is not brain surgery. We are expecting them to uphold the contract. We're expecting them to uphold their end of the deal when it comes to Activision and this is between Activision and Sony prior to Microsoft jumping into the arena, right? This is just common sense, okay? It says Sony Group Corp expects Activision Blizzard Inc. games to remain available on its PlayStation platform even after the completion of the publisher's proposal sale to the rival Microsoft Corp, okay? And this is what Sony have to say right here. And obviously the constructual agreement. So Sony said, we expect that Microsoft will abide by the constructural agreements, right? So obviously it's multiple agreements that they had with Activision, right? That they have to uphold. So regardless if Microsoft, you know, gets the deal closed and everything like that, they still have to uphold whatever those contract agreements is between Sony. Now, once that contract is up, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Then they're forced to say, well, all right, well, let's try to make a deal with Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? And that's up to Microsoft if they want to make a deal with Sony as far as, you know, with Call of Duty or anything like that. Like I said, it's a win-win situation. I think if Microsoft say, well, okay, if y'all want to do something with us, then put your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Put up some money. Do you want to still have the whole third-party exclusive stuff where you had DLC stuff going on? I don't know. They have to try to find a way to work it out. Or not even just that, because then I don't see the reason why they would even do that when it comes to DLC. Maybe Microsoft might say, well, hey, y'all had that in the past. This IP belongs to us now. So we'll do the whole DLC time. We'll do the whole DLC thing that's tied to our console. And then you can have it on your particular platform, but you got to pay us for that particular deal. You get what I'm saying? So basically the same thing like they had with Activision before, but just through Microsoft, basically. So again, basically to continue to ensure Activision games are multi-platform, and that's basically it. That's pretty much it. We already know this already. So this is what Sony is really expecting right now. They're expecting Activision to uphold their end of the deal when it comes to the contract agreements that they have. That's it. That's literally it. And I already knew this already, because I'm like, they already had things in place. They already had deals in place with Activision way before this Microsoft deal came about. So that's why I said, man, it is what it is. Like I said, people just have to understand exactly what's going on here. Darnell Hill with the $10 says, Activision approached Microsoft because of the tech and resources. Microsoft and Azure and ID Tech 7 and Call of Duty uses ID Tech 3. I expect a higher quality Call of Duty. I wouldn't put too much hopes into that. I wouldn't really put up too much hopes into that. But all I'm saying is, man, you know, we'll see what the future holds when it comes to Sony and them having Call of Duty on their platform, right? Because then it's going to, after June 2023, right? It's going to be up to Microsoft to say, hey, we're still going to make COD multi-platform, and we're going to negotiate a deal with Sony. Whereas, yeah, you can still have COD on your platform, but all that money is obviously going to be going to us, right? Or whatever shares they have with them, or you get like 10% or whatever the deal is. They and Microsoft can work that out in the future. Or Microsoft can say, hey, you know what? No, COD is exclusive just to Xbox. And then it's going to be up to fans of Xbox to say, well, we're going to sign up. We're literally going to go ahead and we're going to sign up for Game Pass. Remember, Game Pass has what, 25 million subscribers, which it's obviously going to go up because of COD. We're swimming. You get what I'm saying? And let me just say this right quick. Hold on, before we get into the whole, you know, $20 billion loss situation. Let's switch. All right, let me say this real quick. Hold on. Why is it not changing? All right, let me say this real quick. Why is COD so successful? Why is COD so successful? Can anybody tell me why COD is so successful. At least it's not as big as it used to be. I'm going to tell you what. Multi-platform. That's why COD sells as much as it does. If I was Microsoft, you know what I'm saying? I would keep it multi-platform. You know what I'm saying? I would keep it multi-platform because either way, they're going to be winning because Sony has to answer to Microsoft at the end of the day when it comes to COD, right? If they want to have it on their platform. If Sony wants to have it on their platform, they got to talk to Microsoft and be like, hey, can we work out some type of time exclusive deal, or can we work out some type of deal where it's on our platform for 2 years or whatever, right? Or just on the console in general. They have to answer to Microsoft, and Microsoft can say, well, no, we don't care. We don't care if COD could sell more multi-platform. I don't see why not. But at the end of the day, whatever is there, whatever is set in stone with Sony and Activision obviously has to see itself through until the deal is complete, right? That's just how it goes. And maybe, like I said before, Sony really can survive without COD. I'm just being honest. They have their first party exclusives, right? They're tried and true exclusives that drives console sales. Day one exclusives that drive console sales. So really and truly, they don't really need COD. You know what I'm saying? They got all these existing IPs. Sony, what about SOCOM? What about Resistance? What about Killzone? You got all these existing IPs. You understand what I'm saying? Sony got some of the best IPs in the world. Supposedly, they got 12 of them that they're revitalizing. Dig into your multiplayer IPs. You don't need COD to survive. You know what I'm saying? You don't need COD to survive. You were surviving way before COD got in the picture. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need COD. That's why I'm trying to tell people they don't need COD. You know what I'm saying? If it's up to them, if they want to work out a deal with Microsoft in the future for COD to be on their system, because obviously Sony was making a lot of money, supposed to be changing and truly need COD. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but the rest of the Activision titles, yeah, that's something that's for a whole nother conversation, right? So you can still survive. You can still dig in and find a way, because Microsoft is going to do what they're going to do. Phil Spencer said it best. Do I need to pull up what he said? I'm pretty sure you guys remember what he said. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. You guys remember this? And I see this been floating around like crazy, right? It's been floating around. Everybody's oh, Phil Spencer. This could very well be the same exact thing. Tried and true statement right here. Cut and dry statement. All right, let me cut the music, and then let's dive right off into this crap, man. Let's do it right now. We ain't gonna waste no doggone time. All right, I don't know what's wrong with my... All right, here we go. Remember this?
That we'll go do. But if we're an Xbox customer, the thing I want you to know is this is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists. And that's our goal. That's why we're doing this. That's the root of this partnership that we're building, and the creative capability we will be able to bring to market for our Xbox customers. It's going to be the best it's ever been for Xbox after we're done here.
All right, so you hear what he said. Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear that a while ago, what he just said? Wait, did the audio play? Let me know if the audio played. Did y'all just hear that?
And that's our goal. That's why we're doing this. That's the root of this
partnership y'all heard it.
That we're building.
Okay.
And the creative capability we will be able to bring to market for our Xbox customers. It's going to be the best it's ever been for Xbox after we're done here.
Okay. All right.
But
all right, so did y'all hear that? Did y'all just hear what he just said? Right? So he's basically saying that, hey, as long as Game Pass is available on whatever platform it's available on, you will get those games. You will get those games that are exclusive to Xbox. That's the only way. As it sits, remember, Phil Spencer was against the whole exclusivity when it comes to games and such, right? At first, I think he said something like that in 2020, where he was like, yeah, exclusive games don't really help the industry or something like that, right? And then now it's a whole different ball game with the Bethesda deal. You get what I'm saying? So the only way that, you know, potentially, I'm just saying, the only way, because you remember, Microsoft don't care. Microsoft don't care if Sony say, hey, we want Game Pass. That's not going to happen, but I'm just saying, we want Game Pass on PS5. If Sony said they want Game Pass on PS5, Microsoft would gladly say, okay, let's go, because it's a win-win situation for them. That's not going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So that will be the only way that COD would continue to be on PlayStation if Sony don't say, well, hey, can we work a deal out? Or Microsoft saying, well, we want to have our Call of Duty to continue to be multi-platform. You get what I'm saying? It's only two ways. It's only two ways. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, regardless of how people look at this whole thing, the contract needs to be fulfilled. We already know this already. Sony coming out basically saying, hey, listen, like Activision, anything that we had with Activision has to be fulfilled. That's cool. Now, with the $20 billion loss, okay? With the $20 billion loss, that's a lot of money, okay? So Sony's stock value drops by $20 billion after Microsoft buys Activision. So right after that, $20 billion loss. Why? Why is that? Because of Call of Duty. This is why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is why you don't lean on Call of Duty and lean on third-party IPs. This is why you don't lean on third-party IPs, because here's why. Here's why you don't lean on third-party IPs, because when stuff like this happens, you have no leg to stand on if you don't have a contract. The only thing that's saving Sony's behind right now is that contract they had, that existing contract that they had with Activision. That is it. And this is the reason why you build up your own IPs. This is why you build up your own. That's business 101. Have your own stuff. Have your own stuff. Own your stuff outright. If Sony would have owned Call of Duty outright, then this wouldn't be a big different story right now. But you don't own it. So clearly, when a company comes with money and pulls it from under your foot, then you fall on your face. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're like, oh, you're at the begging mercy of this publisher or whoever has the IP now. You at the begging mercy of them. Now you got to go and try to, negotiate a deal or try to work something out with them in order to get that IP, in order to have rights to that IP to be on. Same thing with Metal Gear. Same thing with the whole Metal Gear situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Sony either needs to, A, pump out more titles, right? Pump out more titles quicker than ever, because people are complaining, saying that Sony games just take too long. Their first-party games take too long. You need third-party games, right? And time-exclusive games in order to fill those gaps of wait times for the primary first-party titles, right? That's the whole point of you having third-party games on your platform, to give people time to play these third-party games until the first-party stuff come out. So the only way is you crank out the titles a lot faster. That could also be a double-edged sword, because if you rush the titles too fast, they might come out like garbage. They might not look good enough. They might not play good enough. You get what I'm saying? So what do you do as Sony? What do you do as Sony? Sony have more IPs, like more legacy IPs than Microsoft. You can revitalize some stuff. You got multiplayer shooters in the past. You got Resistance. You got SOCOM. You got Killzone. Come on. Like those three titles alone. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got new IPs, new multiplayer IPs, right? So that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do right now. Not so much on backing on Call of Duty and say, well, okay, well, we need to try to figure out, well, what we're going to do right now. We're losing it right now because Call of Duty is gone. And that was a big chunk of our money. See, you lost $20 billion. Now you got to figure out, well, how do we make up that chunk? How do we make up that chunk? How do we make up that chunk of money that we could be making every quarter or every year or whatever based off of COD and DLC. You come up with your own stuff. You come up with your own deal, you know what I'm saying, with whatever, if you want to work something out with Microsoft, or you come up with your own IP, your own multiplayer IP to be able to fill that gap. Simple as that. Instead of pulling every straw and a hair out of your head because, oh my God, what do we do right now? Clearly, that's because Call of Duty could potentially be exclusive to just Xbox and Xbox only. That's clearly what that drop in shares was for during the whole deal situation. You understand what I'm saying? Period. That's all it is. So Sony right now, they shouldn't be panicking. You shouldn't be sweating because you should already know that you don't own Call of Duty. Okay? Activision does. Now it's in the hands of Microsoft. Okay? So now you need to stand tall and figure out what you are going to do. There's plenty of options for Sony to do. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear people sitting here trying to defend Sony on this situation. Like, no, them coming out and telling us that, oh, Activision has to honor the contract that they had with them, that's no surprise. Like, we were expecting that already. That's common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just common sense in general. So, like I said, guys, we will see what the future holds when it comes to Call of Duty and Sony. But as it sits right now, Call of Duty will remain on PlayStation, right? Obviously, it's going to be. At least until maybe the end of 2023. Who knows how long the contract was between Activision and Sony for Call of Duty. I'm just saying. Bless my guy. Keep on working. I'm proud of you. Talk soon. Hey, bro, we talk soon, man. For real, though. No cap. Much love, bro. All right. So let's dive into the next story here that we have here. We got Phil Spencer coming out and literally talking about the whole Activision deal. And like I said, it's not unicorns and rainbows and things of that nature when it comes to this whole Activision deal. Obviously, there were misconduct situations going on. There was serious allegations going on and this and that within the company. Horrible place to work, according to a lot of employees and things of that nature. So Microsoft has to go in there and try to fix the work environment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, come on, you're buying a broken company right now that needs fixing internally when it comes to the workforce. So you got to dig in and you got to put the work in. I mean, that's just how it works at the end of the day. There's no two ways about it. So let's listen to what Phil Spencer have to say regarding the whole situation when it comes to, yes, you guys guess it right, the whole Activision deal. And so we're going to talk about that here because, like I said before, where there is smoke, there is definitely fire. And I know some people are just sort of like lost in the sauce when it comes to a lot of this information, but I'm here to kind of bring a little bit of clarity to you guys as far as that is concerned, okay? And this is why I'm here. I'm the middle guy. I'm the one that's going to be real with you guys. This is not some PR nonsense that I'm going to be giving you guys, okay? So diving into it here, an interview with Phil Spencer, confident that the workplace issues at Activision Blizzard will be resolved. That's it. That's it. That is it. That's all we need. That's all we need to hear. That's a good sign. That's a big sign right there. That's a big good sign right there. You know what I'm saying? All the situation that everybody that was literally, you know, harassed or whatever the case may be while they were at Activision is going to be resolved. It's going to be fixed like it should be. A lot of times when mergers happen or when companies buy out another company, stuff really stays the same or stuff gets worse. But this is a good sign that they're at least, you know what I'm saying, trying to actually say, well, we're going to resolve that particular issue with what's going on in the actual workplace. The second thing is this. Happy with the new IPs and specifically mentioned King's Quest, Guitar Hero, and Exen. So this is good. Obviously, Microsoft is happy with the new IPs that they have acquired, right? Because here's the thing, Call of Duty, you got Warcraft, you got all this stuff. You got Spyro, you got Crash. Oh my God, you got so much stuff. Diablo, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But the two IPs that he actually mentioned, I mean, three IPs, you know, King's Quest, Guitar Hero, and Exen. He says, and then at the bottom portion, he says, wants to support the new teams to work on franchises he loved as a kid. So this is good, right? This is really good to really hear that he's actually saying, well, hey, this is a good look. All right, so let's open up a tab here so that we can understand exactly what's going on, okay? All right, so as you guys can see on the screen, this is Phil Spencer. I was looking at the IP list. I mean, let's go, Spencer said. King's Quest, Guitar Hero, I should know this, but I think they got Exen. Exen, indeed, an Activision Blizzard property, is a cult hit first-person game about using magic spells, okay? Microsoft's pending acquisition of Activision Blizzard also means owning the rights to many creations from gaming's past, including, listen to this, Crash Bandicoot, the original Sony PlayStation mascot. There's also the influential and popular Tony Hawk skateboard series and beloved characters like Spyro the Dragon. Okay? So this is a good look at the end of the day that Phil, you know, is a gamer at heart, obviously, and he really wants to see a lot of stuff that he enjoyed as a kid to be revitalized. You know, one of the biggest thing is like they want Guitar Hero, you know, to be revitalized and things of that nature. And okay, that's cool. Back in the day, I think Guitar Hero was really good and stuff like, but now I don't even know how that would kind of mesh well with a lot of people with Guitar Hero, you know. But hey, nevertheless, whatever they do decide to do as far as the IPs, that's completely up to them as far as I'm concerned. You get what I'm saying? And I think that this is just a win, a big win for Microsoft in general. I'm happy for them. I'm really happy for them. I am. I really am. I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them. Some people are not happy for them, but hey, it is what it is. You cannot make everybody happy. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Like, at the end of the day, Microsoft was the one that was struggling, right? They were labeled as, oh, Xbox ain't got no games. Now they're out here buying up publishers. Now their daddy, Microsoft, is really saying, hey, you know what? They're supporting their baby Xbox right now. Yeah, hey, we're going to try to help you guys. We're going to try to make Xbox great again by buying more studios. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we still need to see the fruit of the labor of Bethesda. That's still ongoing right now. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is a good look. A lot of people got to look into this one and really kind of see
swimming in cash.
Exactly what's going on here. And obviously, we're not done yet. My man Smoking with the $2 says, is Microsoft able to buy out the Sony COD contract? No. They're not going to do that. Just like if that was the case, they would have did that with Deathloop. They would have done that, the exact same thing with Ghostwire Tokyo. They could have bought out that if that was a thing. Nah, they're not gonna buy them out of their contract. You know what I'm saying? No. That contract is in ink saying XYZ until XYZ time. If that was the case, they would have did that the first time around, say, we buying y'all out of Deathloop, and then we're gonna buy y'all out of Ghostwire Tokyo. If that was the case, you understand what I'm saying? So no, they're gonna whatever the agreement is between Activision and Sony still has to be fulfilled. It still has to be honored as a legitimate deal. Once that contract is over with, whenever it's done, that is it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no buying this and buying that or whatever, buying you out of this or that. That's just how it works. Am I cutting in and out? Let me know. Some people are saying that I'm cutting in and out. Let me know if I'm cutting in and out, guys, so that way I can pull my mic or something If I'm cutting it in and out, let me know. All right, let me know in the comment section. Okay. All right. So diving into our to the next portion of what Phil Spencer is continuing on saying here with the whole Activision Blizzard deal and everything like that. If I'm cutting in and out, let me know in the chat right now if I'm cutting in and out. If not, then we're just going to go ahead and continue. All right. So continuing here with what Phil Spencer have to. All right. So diving into it here, Spencer said he's concerned about tech companies. Listen to this. Listen to this. Spencer said he's concerned about tech companies unfamiliar with the gaming industry Oh my God. Listen. This is it right here. This is it right here. And this is why I say I respect Phil Spencer. I respect this man because he understands. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand, but he understands. All right. So I'm going to read this again. He said he's concerned about tech companies unfamiliar with the gaming industry bargaining into the space as opposed to the current experience competition against Nintendo and Sony. Now, let's finish it off right here. They have a long history in video games, he said. Nintendo's not going to do anything that damages gaming in the long run because that's the business they're in. Obviously, Nintendo plays it close by the chest. Nintendo plays it close by the chest every single time. That's why I rock with Phil Spencer, because he understands business. He's a gamer himself, so he can speak from a gamer standpoint, right? So it's a win-win situation. And this is why Xbox is still afloat right now, because Phil understands. He understands what it takes to keep Xbox going, and he understands from a gamer standpoint. He understands what gamers really want. Hence why Microsoft bought Activision, right? Because COD is huge, right? Overwatch, huge. Overwatch is still going to be on PlayStation, right? Because they have to, those contracts were already in place already. Those games were already in development already, way before this deal was even a thing. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. So no, nobody can be bought out of their contract. The contract has to be honored all the way through. Now, this is the part about Sony now. Of course they can live without COD. Sony can live without COD. Sony don't need COD. Sony got their own IPs that they can build on and continue to be successful with and drive sales to their console. They were fine in the past without COD. They'll be fine right now. They just have to live out their contract and then decide what they're going to do from there. Either they're going to renegotiate something with Microsoft or they're going to step off. Now, here's where he talks about Sony right now. He said, Sony is the same and I trust them. Valve is the same way. When we look at the other big tech competitors for Microsoft, Google has search and Chrome, Amazon has shopping, Facebook has social, all these large-scale consumer businesses, the decision we have had internally where those things are important to those other tech companies for how many consumers they reach. Gaming can be that for us. This is facts. Ain't no two ways about it. Ain't no two ways about it. Ain't no two ways about it. Phil Spencer just said right here that he trusts Sony. He trusts Sony as a business. So Sony is going to be fine. Amazon, Google, everybody else is going to be fine. Microsoft, once Activision IPs comes wholeheartedly to Microsoft, once Microsoft is like, okay, the deal is done and we own all these IPs, we get to decide who plays Call of Duty from now on. Okay? Sony is going to be fine. Phil is saying, hey, listen, I trust Sony. I trust Nintendo. Nintendo is not going to do nothing to damage their business model. So is Sony too. Sony's not going to do nothing to damage their business model. They're not that stupid. They've been doing this for years. Over 20 years, Sony's been doing this. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, you know, it's people that put the fanboy hat on every single time. This is about business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Sony is going to be fine. Nintendo is going to be fine. I see people talking about Nintendo is going to be doom and gloom because of this, because of Call of Duty. No. Nintendo is going to be fine. Nintendo got their own IPs, okay? Is Vanguard on Switch? No, it's not. When was the last time Nintendo had a Call of Duty game? I see people talking about Nintendo is going to be doom and gloom now because of this Activision deal. What? Nintendo is going to be fine. Nintendo is going to be just fine. Nintendo will bounce back like never before. Yeah, there might be some Activision games that are in that window that maybe like Overwatch possibly, right? But other than that, Nintendo don't need COD. They don't need Overwatch. They don't need Diablo. They don't need StarCraft. They don't need Warcraft. They don't need World of Warcraft. They don't need that. You know what I'm saying? They don't need Crash Bandicoot to survive. You get what I'm saying? Sony, the same thing. Sony likes to play close to their chest. Same thing, same exact thing with Nintendo. These Japanese companies, most companies in general, not even just Japanese, they like to play close to their chest. Sony, for years, they stick to their guns. They stick to their exclusives. That's what they know best, is their exclusives. Yes, is it good for them to have time exclusive deals and third-party deals? Yes, that is good. You know what I'm saying? That's really good. But Sony is fine. Sony is going to be fine. Sony will find a way to strike back. Nintendo will be fine. It's not doom and gloom for them. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft is going to do what they do. Microsoft is doing this for the best interest of what? Game Pass. Game Pass is getting the benefit out of this acquisition. Game Pass, at the end of the day. You know why? Because if anybody can sit here and tell me that Game Pass is not value, they're crazy. You saw it right there in the post. You can sit here and tell me that you didn't see it in the post when Phil Spencer wrote up that blog post about that Activision deal. What did he say? Right next to Game Pass. This is adding value for Xbox fans. This is adding value for Game Pass subscribers. Period. All of this is for Game Pass at the end of the day. So if tomorrow morning we wake up on the bad side of the bed and then Sony just officially partner up with Microsoft and say, oh, Game Pass is now a part of PlayStation. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. That's not going to happen. Because Sony is supposedly in the works with their own Game Pass counterpunch. So that's not going to happen. Sony can stand on their own legs without Game Pass. Sony can stand on their own legs without compete. They're number one, right? So if you're top dog, you don't need Call of Duty. If you're top dog, you don't need Game Pass. I might preaching to somebody today. I'm preaching a sermon. I'm going to need for y'all to listen to what I'm saying. I'm going hard today. I said I didn't have the energy today. If you're number one in gaming, you don't need Call of Duty. You don't need Call of Duty. You don't need Game Pass, right? Because you're top dog. You're big dog. So you can be able to stand on your own legs and figure out what you're going to do. Period. End of story. Sony is going to be fine. They'll have to figure that out.
Boy,
that's why they're paying Jim Ryan. That's why they're paying Jim Ryan right now. Yes, we know Tencent is number one, but I'm talking about in the console space. Sony is number one, right? Sony is supposedly number one over Microsoft, right? Tencent is number one, Sony, and then Microsoft number three, right? I'm just trying to understand exactly what's going on here. Because maybe I'm the one that's crazy here. Tencent is number one, Sony number two, and Microsoft number three, right? In the gaming space. But in the console space, Sony is number one, right? Sony's number one in gaming. So if you're number one in gaming, you don't need COD. You can stand on your own two legs. You don't need Game Pass because you can stand on your own two legs. Stick to your guns. You got your IPs, your existing IPs, right? Revitalize them existing IPs. Come up with new IPs. Come up with new ideas. Period. At the end of the story. At the end of the day, Sony's going to do what's best for Sony. They're paying Jim Ryan all that thousands of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars they paying him. Who knows? Maybe millions they paying him. Let him figure it out. He'll figure it out. They'll make an announcement sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? But it's not doom and gloom. That's why I keep telling people, like, these companies, they know exactly what they're doing. Microsoft, and here's the next thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna move on to the next topic, because I told you guys I'm fired up. I'm ready to go with this one. Listen to me right now. People are talking about gatekeeping. Okay? Same thing could be said for Sony. Sony haven't always been the Sony that you guys come to know and love. Sony has always been anti-consumer in the past. You guys forget that with the cross-play situation. You guys forget that? Sony has always been doing this anti-consumer thing. If anything, now Microsoft has been more pro-consumer than anything else.
Boy,
not saying that Microsoft wasn't anti-consumer in the past. Yes, they were. With that whole DRM situation, heck yeah. Heck yeah. But now they are getting it together now. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Let's not fool ourselves here. Okay? Open our eyes and realize Sony is not all the way like you expect Sony to be. Because Sony's been going back on their words. Oh, we believe in generations. Jim Ryan coming out saying, if it's on PS4 and you buy the PS4 version, you get the PS5 version for free. And then under the quiet, they went on ahead and tried to pull the rug from under our foot. No. Like I said before, and I'm going to say this again. Sony knows what they're doing. Microsoft is doing with the best interest of their fan base and Game Pass subscribers. Period. End of story. We will. Zilla, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for being a sponsor. Period. End of story. So everybody talking about goalposts, moving the goalposts, gatekeeping. Oh, I'm not going to support a company that's gatekeeping. Oh, really? You're not going to support a company that's gatekeeping? Oh, really? Those same people that say that they're not going to support a company that's gatekeeping, already supporting them. You already got Game Pass, right? You already got an Xbox. If you don't have an Xbox, you got a PC. Why are you supporting a company then? If that's the case, sell your PC then. Oh, I'm not going to support a company. I'm not going to support a company that's gatekeeping, that's moving the goalposts. Are you kidding me, Clive? Are you kidding me? You ain't going to support a company that's gatekeeping. If a company is up for sale and you have the money to buy a company, it's not like they're going around buying up everybody. They're buying these big publishers because they can afford to do it. If Sony was doing that, guess what? It would have been the same exact thing. Oh, I'm not going to support Sony no more because Sony bought Bethesda. Now they bought Activision. It would have been the same exact thing. You cannot win. You can't please everybody. That's why I'm trying to keep telling you guys. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you rep. It's the same thing. Oh, you're not going to support a company that's gatekeeping, but you got a PC though. Microsoft owns Xbox, dum-dum. Microsoft owns Xbox. Ain't you buying a Microsoft Word? Ain't you buying Windows? Ain't you buying softwares that Microsoft has the license to? You are supporting a company that's gatekeeping. You can't escape Microsoft. That's the truth. You might not want to buy an Xbox. Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody stopping you. If you don't want to buy an Xbox, ain't nobody forcing you, my G. Ain't nobody forcing you. So regardless of the fact, you cannot escape. You cannot escape Sony. You cannot escape Microsoft. Period. At the end of the day, you want those $70 exclusives, you got to play it on the PS5 for at least 2 years before it goes to PC. That's the rule of thumb. that Sony is going with now. In the past, it was just exclusive to their machine and their machine only. Microsoft don't care. Microsoft is saying, here is Game Pass. As long as you have Game Pass, it's tied to whatever device. As long as it's supported. You got every single device known to man is supported. Your phone, your tablet, your computer, no matter where you are. As long as Game Pass is tied to that device, you are good to go. You got the exclusive rights to whatever game that you sign up for through Game Pass. Sony is saying, wait a minute here. We're going to gatekeep. Since you want to talk about gatekeeping, Sony is gatekeeping when it comes to their exclusives. Right? Because they're making you buy a console. Right? So isn't that a form of gatekeeping? You see how hypocritical people are? You see how hypocritical people are. Oh, they're just gatekeeping. You can say the same thing when Sony bought Insomniac. Okay? When everybody was expecting Sunset Overdrive 2 to be on Xbox. Whoops. Whoopsie. Whoopee. Screw you, Microsoft. Screw you, Xbox fans. We're going Insomniac Games now. Where is Sunset Overdrive 2? But y'all didn't talk about gatekeeping back then. You see how hypocritical people are? Y'all didn't, when Sony shell out, what's it, $270 million to buy Insomniac, there wasn't moving the goalpost then? There wasn't moving the goalpost then. Every time, all because of Microsoft. Y'all hate Microsoft so much. It's the hate that y'all have in y'all heart. Y'all hate Microsoft. Y'all want Microsoft to fail. Y'all want them to fail. If it was Sony, everybody would have been, oh, yes, let's go, Sony. Woo, Sony. Yeah, Sony. Like Sony keeping your lights on. Like Sony wiping your little box side when you're using the bathroom. Like Sony giving you a pacifier when things ain't going right in your life. Y'all better wake up and cut this nonsense out. Talking about goalposting and gatekeeping, because Sony of all company, they're notorious for that crap. They're notorious for moving the goalposts. They're notorious for gatekeeping. They're notorious for being anti-consumer. So they don't get a pass. They don't get a pass. Are you kidding me, my guy? That makes absolutely no sense. Everybody always want to say, well, yeah. Because here's the thing. Sony number one. Sony better than Microsoft. Why is Sony better than Microsoft? Because of their games. Microsoft is like, you know what? We tired of getting beat up by Sony. We tired of Sony kicking us in the gut. We got to do something. First thing that we got to do, we got to pass this bill on to our dad, Microsoft. And we're going to ask Microsoft to buy Bethesda. We need more games. We tired of people saying we ain't got no game. You see how selfish and hypocritical people are? Everybody quick to draw the sword. Quick to start fighting right away. Because Microsoft is trying to better themselves with Xbox. Xbox does not, as a brand, does not want to be the laughing stock anymore. So what they're doing, they're trying to buy more studios so they can give you guys more games, which means increase value for Game Pass even more. So it's a win-win situation. Why can't y'all just be happy for Xbox and celebrate Xbox instead of talking about gatekeeping and moving the goalposts when Sony did the same thing in the past, buying up studios and all this type of stuff? Come on, man. I'm not understanding. Regardless of how you feel about Xbox, you cannot deny that they're not trying. They're at least trying. Game Pass, there's nothing else right now that can touch Game Pass when it comes to value. That's why I keep telling you guys, if Sony is number one, they don't need to compete with Game Pass. Like I said yesterday, all they need to do is continue pumping out $70 exclusives. That's it. Don't worry about what Microsoft is doing with their Activision deal and their Activision IPs that they own now. Keep cranking out your tried and true Spider-Man, your Ghost of Tsushima 2, your Last of Us, and be happy. Why say, oh, we need to counterpunch Game Pass? Why? If you don't see a market where you can actually win, if you don't see a market where you can gain more revenue out of consumers, why throw your head into the arena then? If you're number one, if you're top dog, you should be fine. Ain't no need in wrestling with Microsoft over what they got going on right now. Because competition is good. It's good that Microsoft is doing what they're doing. They deserve it. Because you know what people want? People want Microsoft to fail. They want Xbox to just fail. The Microsoft with Xbox just to completely fail. Just like, Microsoft stick to computers. Not happening now. You can't say that anymore. You can't say that they're the shooter box anymore. They got a variety of things for you to play. You got Game Pass that's there. Even more value, even more reason. What Sony got? I tell you what they got. They got the exclusives. They got their time exclusives. They got their third-party deals, right? And they also have PlayStation Plus, okay? And PlayStation Now. That's what they got. If you're happy with that, you're happy with that as a consumer. There's no need for them to come out with Spartacus. What the heck are you coming out with Spartacus for? Why? Why are you coming out with Spartacus? Because you see the success of Game Pass. You see Game Pass as a threat. Jim Ryan ain't stupid. Jim Ryan is more of a businessman than he is a gamer. Can you picture Jim Ryan doing this every single day? Like Phil Spencer? Like Sean Layden? Come on. No. 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 He don't do this every day. Jim Ryan is more of a businessman. He's looking at Game Pass as part of the pie. I want a piece of that pie. Sony wants a piece of that Game Pass pie. Yeah, I need a slice of that. I need a slice of that for what we got going on right now. We need to do something. That's what it is. Don't fool yourself. That's what it is. You got your wrinkled fingers on the triggers of this controller and you playing it, right? You playing it, right? You top dog, but you don't play enough games. You more of a businessman. Every time Jim Ryan opens his mouth, every single time Jim Ryan opens his mouth, you get that business sense, which that's fine. You a CEO, you big dog, you top dog. You need to be like that. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say, only a gamer understands a gamer. Phil Spencer understands. Sometimes I really wonder if Jim Ryan really understands. Because PlayStation fans is standing in need of a lot of things right now. Not saying it's not going to happen. Or the lies that they told about Gran Turismo 7. Oh, Gran Turismo 7 is a PS5 exclusive. Yes, it is. Yes, we believe in generation. And then what happens? We got screwed with a finger. Oh, whoops. We got to pull back on that one. We got to make this on PS4. Now we got to put it on old wrinkly PS4. Yeah. Business at the end of the day, right? Same thing Microsoft is doing with the Xbox One brand. Still putting games on Xbox One. So at the end of the day, both companies are going to do what's best for their consumer base. Okay? I feel like Phil is a much better CEO than Jim Ryan. You know why I say that? Because I feel like Phil wholeheartedly understands. He understands from a gamer standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's easy for him to say, well, man, this IP would do great on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Phil is perfect. Oh, he's not. He's made some mistakes just like everybody else. But I feel like the man understands. As a gamer himself, growing up as a gamer, he understands. Man, we need to do this. We need to do that. We need to make this type of move. Now, the downside to Phil is when it comes to the quality control department, a lot of games that I saw coming out the gate, I'm like, what the heck? Like, what is this? What is this foolishness? You know what I'm saying? Why the game look like this? Why the game is playing like quality control? That's one thing I could say that I feel like Jim Ryan is on the heavily on the quality side of things and understands that. Why you think that a lot of people are demanding SOCOM, Silent Hill, and all these other IPs? Jim Ryan, do you even understand that? Do you even understand what PlayStation fans really want right now? That's what you need to focus on. Don't cry a river over Call of Duty. If he is, I don't know. You need to be focusing on your IPs, your existing IPs. Focus on building relationships with other publishers. That's how you strike back. You strike back with new deals that is going to be benefiting your PlayStation fan base. That's what you do. If you're going to throw your hat into the arena and say, oh, well, we're going to buy up more studios, do the deals that benefits your PlayStation fan base. That's it. And that's what they've been doing. They've been buying studios that make sense for PlayStation. The only thing is we got to wait. We just have to wait. We just have to wait. Period. Now, Wolf with the $17.99. God bless you. God bless you. Says all facts, Marlon.
We're swimming in cash.
All facts, Marlon. Just imagine if Sony bought Activision. It's good time to be a gamer. Competition is good for gamers. We are winners. Peace. Yeah, that's all it is at the end of the day. We're all winners at the end of the day. We're all winners at the end of the day. Everybody is winning. I told you guys yesterday. I told y'all yesterday. We're all winning. So what if Microsoft acquired Activision? Get happy. Get glad. Be excited. Sony is going to do what Sony does. Sony is number one over Microsoft right now, right? On the stat chart. But at the end of the day, Microsoft is waking up now to the Sony formula. What is the Sony formula? What is the secret sauce for Sony? Quality. That's why their games take so long to come out, because Sony don't like rushing their games. And it makes me laugh when I see people say, oh, Sony needs to rush out and pump out more games. You must not understand how Sony works and how they work with their studios. Oh, you need to hurry up. Hurry up now. That's the counterpunch. Hurry up and pump out more first-party games. Make them quicker. No, they're not going to rush those games. They're going to take time. That's Sony's secret weapon. That's how they've been killing the competition for years, with quality. Microsoft just now getting it recently about quality. Period. Just like everybody say, Sony is the king when it comes to exclusives. That is true. But now, as of late, Microsoft is going to the whole exclusive route again. Starting with Bethesda. And it's going to be the same thing with Activision. So y'all need to wake up and realize what's going on. Smell that coffee before the smoke clears. Diving into our next story here. And this is a topic that I'm going to be on again. Making Call of Duty an Xbox exclusive. Like I said before, Microsoft can make this any way they want to make it. It's their cake. It's their pie. In the future, it's their cake. They can dish out whatever slice they want to dish out to Microsoft, right? Microsoft right now, they hold 100% of that pie. They can decide if they want to give it to Sony or they want to give it to Nintendo, or they want to give it to whoever they want, or they can keep the whole pie to themselves. So let's talk about this whole situation with Call of Duty, because this is one of the biggest questions that a lot of people had when it came down to this deal. Will Call of Duty be an Xbox exclusive? That's the first thing, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's exclusive or not. Microsoft is still going to be swimming in cash. Microsoft is still going to be swimming in cash. It doesn't matter. I see some people are, oh, well, Microsoft cannot afford to make it an Xbox exclusive. They spend $68 billion. Who are you? Who are you to say what Microsoft cannot? Who are you to say Microsoft can't afford something? Who are you? You wet behind the ears. Who are you? Who is you? Who is you? Who is you to decide that? Are you a business analyst? Who is you? You just wet behind the ears like everybody else. It doesn't matter. They'll be swimming. If it goes multi-platform, if it stays exclusive, it doesn't matter. Microsoft can take that L on their investment. Sony can't do that. Sony need every freaking penny. You hear me? Sony need every freaking penny. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, here comes the pennies. This is why they want you to buy their exclusive games. This is why Sony wants you to buy every exclusive game. Here comes the pennies. Oh, hold on. Wait for it. Here go the pennies. Sony like this. Sony like, oh, God. 1 penny? 2 penny? Oh, God. This person buy another console. 3 penny? Oh, shoot. I got a nickel right here. Oh, we getting paid. We're getting paid. Sony is trying to nickel and dime. That's all Sony does. This ain't nothing. This ain't brain surgery. They're nickel and diming you with their exclusives to buy their console. Microsoft don't care. Microsoft has infinite cash. So they can do whatever they want. If they take an L on that deal, they'll make it back up. That's Microsoft. You can't do that. Sony like, oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. PS6. Here we go. PS5 Pro. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. We need that money. We need that money. Come on. We need that money. Microsoft don't care if you buy a console or not. They don't care. They don't care. They got PC. They got tablets. They got... Bro, you can play Xbox games anywhere. They don't care. They're not trying to nickel and dime you and forcing you to buy an Xbox. If you don't buy an Xbox, they are still winning. So why does it matter if COD is an exclusive or not? Why are we losing our brains and waking up in the morning and itching and having like, why are we acting like we about to die? Why are we doing this? Why are we nickel and diming our minds? Why are we doing this for? That doesn't make any sense. We having seizures. Oh, COD. Oh, is COD going to be on Xbox? Oh, is it going to be an Xbox exclusive? Oh, is it going to come to PlayStation? Y'all need to calm down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Y'all losing it. Y'all losing your minds over Call of Duty. Whether or not it's an exclusive, that's their prerogative. At the end of the day, it does not matter. They're going to win regardless. It's Microsoft. Now, listen to this. Making Call of Duty an Xbox exclusive could prevent Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard from passing regulators. There you go. There you go. So if they make it an Xbox exclusive, the deal might not go through. Who cares? Who cares if COD is an exclusive or not? Who cares? I'm just saying. They got plenty of other IPs. I'm just saying. They're going to win regardless. If it's multi-plat, they're still going to swim in cash. Who's going to own COD in the future? Microsoft. So even if it goes to Nintendo, even if it goes to PlayStation, they're still swimming in cash. You still got to pay Microsoft to play their IP. So who cares? Oh, the deal is not going to go through if it's an Xbox exclusive. Oh, COD is not going to sell as much anymore if it's tied to the Xbox. Okay, Roger. Okay. Okay, Roger. Okay.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
It doesn't matter. They're still going to be swimming in cash anyway. Microsoft can say, okay, well, if that's the case and it's going to jeopardize us having a deal, then we just make it multi-platform. They're still going to be winning. You hate Microsoft guts, they still going to be eating off of y'all. PlayStation fanboys, they're going to be eating off of y'all. They're going to be nickel and diming y'all. You got to pay Microsoft, the same company that you hate. You got to pay them. You got to pay them to play their IP. Who's top dog now? Y'all want to talk about top dog? Who's top dog now? Who's number one now? Y'all better wake up and smell like coffee. The same very company that you hate ends up being the head cornerstone. The head cornerstone is Microsoft in this situation. The same company that you're turning your back on for Sony. Now you got to run to Microsoft. You got to run to GameStop. Where are you going, Roger? Oh, I'm going to GameStop. Where? What are you going to buy, Roger? Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy Call of Duty. Hold on, Roger. Hold on. Pump your brakes, Roger. Isn't that on Xbox Exclusive? Isn't that tied to Xbox? Technically, you are supporting Xbox, Roger. Well, I don't care. I'm still going to play it on my PlayStation 5. Okay, logger-headed Roger. It does not matter. So you can run to the store like Roger all you want. Microsoft still wins. You can spend $70 all you want. Oh, here comes Roger again. Brain dead Roger. Oh, yeah. So, I'm playing Call of Duty on here and I spent $70 when I could have signed up for Game Pass for $15. Roger, why couldn't you just use your brain and just get Game Pass, man?
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
Save yourself $70. No.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
No, because you're a consumer, you're so consumed into Sony, you're so blind that you can't see the value of Game Pass because you just went out. All right, can y'all hear me now?
We're swimming in cash.
Can y'all hear me now? Mic check, 1 2. Mic check, 1 2. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Mic check. Are we good? Are we good? Mic check, 1 2. Mic check, 1 2. I don't know what the heck happened. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? We good? We good? We good? We good? All right. So it said no sound check Twitter. Okay. So like I said, and they're trying to stop me. They're trying to censor me. I appreciate y'all. So like I said, don't be like Roger, being loggerheaded and brain dead, running to the store. Oh, I'm gonna buy COD now. I'm gonna buy COD for my PS5. When you can save yourself a lot of money by playing it on Game Pass. But because you're such a fanboy, you are blinded by the value that's there. You're so blinded. I'm going to check Twitter right now. You are so blinded. Why? Because you hate Xbox. Oh, I hate Xbox. I hate Xbox so much. You're missing out on value. You're missing out on money. Look at Phil Spencer's recent tweet. You're missing out on a lot of money because you're just like Roger. Ooh. Phil Spencer's tweet. Let's read this. Had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. I confirm our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry, and we value our relationship. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There's your answer. There's your answer right there. I told you guys. I simply told you guys. There it is. They're going to be winning regardless. Okay, Sony gets Call of Duty to be remaining on their platform. Microsoft is still winning. Oh, here comes the fanboys. Oh, see, I told you, I told you, I told you now. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Microsoft is still going to be winning. Still going to be swimming in cash. So, okay, Call of Duty is now going to continue to be on PlayStation. They're going to honor all the existing agreements. Keywords, existing agreements. If there's no agreements, just like the Bloomberg report said earlier today, then you have nothing to stand on. All he's basically saying is that he's going to honor all existing agreements. That's it. There's nothing to run home and cry over or to get too excited about. This ain't brain surgery. Don't be like Roger being brain dead. Okay? This is basically answering what we talked about at the early part of the stream. Honoring existing contracts, existing agreements. That's it. He never came out and said, yeah, some people are going to twist this around. Oh, here they come. Oh, here they come. Oh, Phil Spencer just said that it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation. They're going to forever have Call of Duty on PlayStation. Wake up and smell the roses. Existing agreements. Same thing I just reported on. This ain't nothing new. This is just Phil coming out, stating the obvious so people can shut their mouths. That's all it is. Shh. Stop losing your minds. Stop having seizures and heart attacks. This ain't nothing new. So don't be like Roger, losing your mind. Garrison with the $2 says, I told you, PlayStation number one forever. Hey, man, regardless of the fact, they're number one in gaming right now as far as the console, in the console space right now. Okay? Microsoft is making power moves. The problem is with a lot of people is they don't want to give credit where credit's due. They just don't. People just don't want to give credit where credit's due. It's sad, but that is just the reality at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be as real. I'm trying to be as authentic as I possibly can. Don't be like Roger and be stupid. Okay? Because at the end of the day, all Phil is basically saying is, listen, Call of Duty will remain on PlayStation. Okay? Despite what's going on right now with this particular deal. That's all it is. Daryl Hill with the $5 says, sounds to me like PlayStation get to keep Warzone. He didn't say anything about future stuff. Exactly. Exactly. Warzone, for all I know, is free. And they never said anything about that. So I'm pretty sure that sits where it sits at. But people are going to twist this and make a big old thing out of this, what he just said. Why? Why do this? Why did he never said anything about anything in the future? In the future, that's a whole different ball game. Remember what I said before this tweet. Remember what I said. Microsoft and Xbox has 100% of the pie. So they can decide who gets what. They want Sony to get a piece of that pie, they can. If they want to keep the IP to themselves. Now, let's go back on this particular situation here so that we can understand exactly what's going on. Now, listen to this, okay? I want y'all to listen to this. Interestingly, some analysts have pointed to the potential reason as to why the deal perhaps wouldn't go through. So they're saying they're coming up with reasons on why the Activision deal wouldn't go through. That being that the potential Xbox exclusivity of Call of Duty franchise. Okay. And this is for future reference. This does not have anything to do with what Phil Spencer just said about existing agreements. That's all the man said. Look at those two words. Don't be like Roger, giddy-headed, running to the store to go get Call of Duty on PlayStation thinking he's going to X out Microsoft. No, don't be like that. Don't be that guy. Because they're still going to be winning. Whether or not they decide to make it exclusive in the future or to make it multi-platform, because that's where COD makes all of its money, right? Duh, multi-platform. It doesn't require brain surgery. Now, let's finish this off, okay? Now, one of the first questions many PS5 and PS4 players had when they woke up yesterday morning to find Microsoft flashing their checkbook was, will Call of Duty become an Xbox exclusive? Now, for some, it seems obvious. You don't spend that kind of money to not make Call of Duty exclusive to your platform. Now, the analyst, gamingindustry.biz, spoke to, however, don't think it's even on the table because it would stop the whole deal. So if this is true, right? If this is to be believed that if Microsoft makes Call of Duty exclusive, then it's going to stop the whole deal. Obviously, then that's not going to be the case until afterwards. They're going to do whatever they're going to do to make that deal go through. I'm just saying if this is to be believed, whoever this source is. Now, check this other part out. It should also be noted that on the console side, Call of Duty is really the only big franchise from Activision. Thank you. I'm just saying. I already checked out Phil Spencer's tweet. Yes, I read it already. He said that they're going to honor existing agreements, okay, when it comes to Sony, because they're a big part of the industry and they're a big part of them as well. That's what Phil Spencer said. COD is definitely the biggest game for Activision. That's what brings in the millions. It's not brain surgery. It's true. It is true. Now, Let's look at these super chats. My man Wolf with a $17.99 says, "Do you think Sony will announce PS5 Pro late 2023? Keep up, Marlon. Amazing podcast. Thank you so much." No. Considering that they're struggling right now to keep PS5s on shelves, no, not gonna happen. Brown with the $2 says they didn't spend $70 billion to share. Same thing I said. They didn't spend $70 billion to share. So even if this is to be believed that, hey, hold up, you can't make Call of Duty an Xbox exclusive or else the deal is not going to go through. Because Activision, when it comes to COD, that makes up a big bulk of the revenue for Activision, which is true because it's the biggest franchise that Activision owns, which is Call of Duty. It sells like crazy every single year. Vanguard is one of the most hated Call of Duties, and it was the best-selling game on PlayStation last year. Not an exclusive game, a third-party game like Call of Duty. So, of course, it's definitely the biggest franchise of all time, right? One of the biggest franchises of all time, and the biggest franchise for Activision. That's what, when Microsoft went on ahead and spent the $70 billion, that's what they were spending money on. Majority of that money was for Call of Duty. And then the rest was for the rest of the IPs that they have. Period. Common sense. That's what they were really paying $70 billion for. Majority of that $70 billion was for Call of Duty. Period. So they could do whatever they want to do. They could do whatever they want to do. Now, let's finish this off. The big issue is if Call of Duty becomes a Microsoft exclusive. Right now, I don't think it will. For one thing, it would be hard to get past the regulators if they want to lock it out of the competition. So, again, it's a fair point to really kind of make right now. But at the end of the day, like I said, you don't spend $70 billion just so that everybody else can benefit from it and then you don't. Clearly, obviously, if they make it multi-platform, they're going to be winning regardless. They can afford to take an L on their investment. They can spend $70 billion and end up losing it. And Microsoft will find a way to make that money back. Easy. With everything else that Microsoft got going on, that's not even putting a dent in their pockets. $70 million is chump change for Microsoft. Sony will be busting sweat and struggling and have a heart attack spending $70 billion. For one, Sony don't have $70 billion to spend. They have $44 billion as of 2021. And then in September of 2021, they had 16 point something billion dollars cash on hand. They don't have $70 billion or $68.7 billion to spend. That's chump change for Microsoft. They're a $1 trillion company. So they can do whatever they want to do. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. They can take an L on this deal if they want and still come out on top. So don't worry about Microsoft. Don't worry about what the heck they're doing and how they want to split up Call of Duty in the future. Just be happy that Microsoft got the deal going on right now. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to be happy about. Period. End of story. Shop closed. Everybody go home with their stomach full. Now, if you want to go spend $70 in the future, if Microsoft decides to put it on PlayStation, that's their prerogative. If they want to make more money in the future by putting it on multi-platform, that's their option to do that. But don't lose your mind about that, because at the end of the day, those PlayStation fanboys, if they really want to play Call of Duty, they're going to be like Roger, strolling down the street, spending $70 when they could save themselves $55. They can save themselves $55 without taxes and play it on Xbox Game Pass. But because they hate Xbox so much, because pride gets in the way, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Oh, I love Sony. I worship Sony. So they're not going to do that. they're going to play it on their box because they're fanboys. That's what fanboys do. Not realizing that $70, that money is going to Microsoft. You're still paying Microsoft to play their IP, regardless, even if it has a PlayStation logo on there, still Microsoft's IP. They're still eating off of it, still winning. You hate them, but they still eating off of you. Stupid, right? You miss my other super chat. Aaron, I got you, my G. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. So, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again. Aaron, I don't see any other super chats from you, sir. I don't see any other super chat from you other than the one that you just put out there. So, yeah, there you go. There you go, guys. Now, diving into the next story here. This is Activision. This is Activision. This is Activision now. Activision is going to speak up. This is Activision speaking up now. So now, here we go. Now we heard Phil talking about existing IPs, right? I'm not existing IPs, existing agreements, right? To be honored for Sony. So we already established that now. Now, we're going to talk about Activision. So here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's not waste time. We have to break these topics down, man, to let people understand what the heck is actually going on here. Because honestly, guys, I like to keep it real with you guys. I love keeping it real. I love breaking stuff down for you guys because it makes perfect sense. It just does. It really does. You know what I'm saying? And, you guys will see the truth one way or the other. Because one thing I'm not going to do to my fan base is lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie for clout. I'm not going to sell my soul. It's just not going to happen. So check this out. Existing PlayStation games won't be removed by Activision after Microsoft acquisition. You hear this? After the Microsoft acquisition. That's because they have existing agreements with Activision in the first place. So even after the deal is closed, whatever those agreements are will still be in stone. This is Activision coming out. Of course, I'm a Game Pass member. Yes, I have a Game Pass Ultimate. Yes, sir. I've been having it since 2020. I've been subscribed to it. Speaking in a FAQ filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Activision revealed how this deal will impact companies including Apple, Google, and Sony. Listen to this. We will honor all existing commitments post-close. As with Microsoft's acquisition of Minecraft, we have no intent to remove any content from platforms where it exists today. So that simply means everything that exists today on PlayStation, on Google, on Apple remains the same. Common sense. Common sense. I knew this was coming. I knew Activision was going to say something. D Pitter, thank you for the $1. Definitely do appreciate you, my G. Thank you for the support. Aaron, I don't see your other super chat that you were talking about. I just scrolled through my recent super chats through my feed here, and I don't see it. But you guys get the idea. You guys understand exactly what's going on here. So every single thing existing under the sun when it comes to Activision and Sony and Google and Apple remains the same. Remains the same. Okay? All right. So just so we understand exactly what's going on there, I want to just clear everything up. All right? So diving into our next story here, we have to talk about our next topic. And this is another game, right, that Sony has the marketing rights to. Okay? And this is Hogwarts Legacy. All right? This is Hogwarts Legacy. And I know a lot of you guys really, really want to know what's going on with this game. Oh, we heard that it was going to get delayed and this and that, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. Remember, that's what we were hearing at first. We were hearing that, oh, yeah, it was going to get delayed into 2023 and blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, hold on. Just hold on to your seats. Hogwarts Legacy reconfirmed for 2022 by Wizarding World Digital Update. So there you go. So maybe throughout the next PlayStation event or whatever, we'll see Hogwarts Legacy. Larry K, thank you so much for subscribing. Everybody who is subscribing to the channel, if you're brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on that post notification. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the bell on all. It says 2022 is also the year when the highly anticipated console game from Warner Brothers Game and Portkey Games label, Hogwarts Legacy, is set to be released. So 2022. So just have it in your head right now. 2022 is when we're going to be expecting Hogwarts Legacy. So no longer we're hearing nonsense about it being delayed and it's going into 2023. This is actually coming from Wizarding World Digital. All right, a legit website for Harry Potter stuff. They're saying that 2022 still happening this year. So there you guys go. Hogwarts Legacy, that's what's going on. And Hogwarts Legacy is scheduled for PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X and S, all of that type of stuff, and PC. So it's coming out for every single thing. Sony just had the marketing rights on that, but there you guys go on that aspect of everything. All right. Also, this is another game that was honored by the Bethesda deal, okay, with Sony, right? And here we go. Ghostwire Tokyo. This is another game. I don't know how many of you guys are literally on fire about this game. I don't see a lot of people talking about this game as much as you're talking about Hogwarts Legacy and everything. But hey, we got to keep it $150 here. We got to keep it real for people who are interested in these particular titles. So the next title here is Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, Ghostwire Tokyo is still under the Bethesda, time exclusive deal with Sony and everything. And so the release date leaks and it's set for March 24th, 2022. So Ghostwire Tokyo is set to hit March 24th, 2022. So in March is when we're expecting, Ghostwire Tokyo to hit here. And basically, yeah, this is what we're dealing with. Obviously, it was recently rated in Korea. So we kind of knew that something was getting ready to come out. And so March 24th, 2022 is what we're looking on the barrel of for Ghostwire Tokyo. So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. Whoa, 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 whoa. EA. Let's talk about EA now. EA is up for grabs. Anybody wants to buy EA? Anybody wants to buy EA? Anybody is up for grabs for EA? Anybody want to be Microsoft around here and buy EA? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for subscribing. Jason, welcome to the channel. Do me a favor. Turn on that notification bell to where you never miss out on the daily show that we have here. We cover PlayStation. We cover Xbox nonstop right here on the channel. We're trucking through. Make sure you guys hit that like button as well. Listen to this. Financial Times predicts EA to be next in line. Remember Goldberg in WWE? You're next. EA is supposedly next on the block to be picked up. Microsoft cannot take out their checkbook this time. So who's going to buy EA? Who's going to be the one to buy EA? Let me tell you guys, some of y'all that's trying to scramble around, you cannot afford it. I'm a say it out plain for you. You cannot afford it. Is Sony going to buy EA? You cannot afford it. So you can't stay there. Oh, Sony can go in and you cannot afford it. You see how much extra money Microsoft paid? I think it was like 40% more for Activision, you cannot afford it. So, EA fits the bill. Now, let's dive into this one. Okay? Let's dive into this one. Now, the outlet says, listen to this. The Financial Times paywall believes there's a chance it could be EA. Now, the outlet says EA fits the bill. It fits the bill right now with major franchises. A suit to mobile gaming investments. The company is said to have an enterprise value at $38 billion. Sony cannot afford it. Them can't afford it. So who is up there? Amazon, right? That leaves Amazon and Google and Apple. They can afford it. Sony can't afford it. And Sony don't need to be buying EA anyway. Sony needs to do what's best for Sony, right? Sony ain't got $38 billion right now to just jump up. Yeah, they got $44 billion, but they're not going to just jump up and buy EA like that. You cannot afford it. It's going to probably be a little bit more than $38 billion. You cannot afford it. You can't afford it. So, again, that leaves Amazon. It leaves Google. It leaves Netflix. Netflix can afford it. Netflix got money. Heck, they got all these shows and Netflix doing gaming and all this type of stuff. It ain't going to be Microsoft checkbook. It's definitely not going to be their checkbook. But like I said before, if EA is up next, we'll see. We'll see who buys EA. I'm just saying if it's there, then it's there. Dale says, thanks for keeping it 100. Keep up the good, honest work. That's all I can do, man, is give you guys straightforward, honest, hard work. You know what I'm saying? No BS. Not doing it just for subs or clout or money, but just to be honest. And if you guys want to donate and support the show, it's like, subscribing, and watching. That's good enough for me. I'm always going to shoot you guys straight and give you guys the honest, raw news. I'm not going to filter this crap. I'm not going to do it. But the real is real. And Sony is not even in. They didn't even list Sony in here. And I see some people, oh, Sony can buy them. No, Sony cannot. Sony cannot. Sony always is going to buy studios that make sense. Or if they buy a publisher, it's going to make sense for Sony. It's within what they can afford. Period. So we'll see who buys EA. All right. Let me know. Now, this is the type of foolishness that I can't seem to understand. I mean, for real, to be honest with you guys, you know, I cannot seem to understand this. It just doesn't make sense to me, but this is the reality at the end of the day. Okay? Here goes Take-Two now. Here goes Take-Two. People were saying, oh, Take-Two, if Microsoft buys Take-Two, like everybody would say, if Microsoft buys Take-Two, do you know how huge that would be? It would be almost on the level of Activision, or maybe higher than Activision. You know how many games Take-Two got? I'm just saying. If Take-Two was up for grabs and Take-Two was sold to Microsoft, wow. Sony really will be hurting then. Even more. You see what I'm saying? No matter which way you turn the coin, Sony will be hurting with it, whichever announcement. If it was Take-Two, which we're getting ready to talk about, Take-Two. Dally, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate the love and the support. Do me a favor. Go to the community tab. All my new members, go to the community tab where you'll find access to all your perks. All right, so all your perks will be there. Add me on PlayStation, add me on Xbox. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. I appreciate you. So here we go. Let's talk about Take-Two right now. Let's talk about Take-Two. We just finished talking about EA. Let's talk about Take-Two, because this is where it gets very, very interesting for a lot of people. And let's just say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reality at the end of the day. So And this is what really hurts my mind when it comes to Take-Two. And I hope somebody buys Take-Two. Take-Two CEO downplays GTA Trilogy's many issues, says the remastered collection has done great. Yeah, it's done great as far as money, but as far as quality, it's trash. It's a glitch fest. It's a bug fest. You mean to tell me this man is going to sit here, Mr. Zelnick is going to say, with regards to GTA Trilogy, that was actually not a new title. Duh. That was a remaster of a pre-existing titles. We did have glitches in the beginning. That glitch was resolved. Is it resolved? Is it resolved, Mr. Zelnick? Y'all really need to get like sold, like bought out. Like for real though. The glitch was resolved. And the title of Sick has done just great for the company. Of course it has done just great for the company. Seriously? Yeah, they need to be bought out. Yeah, they really do need to be bought out too. Because they don't understand quality. They're just willing to put anything out there just to grab money and everything like that. There you go. That's all they care about is money. That's it. They don't care about anything else. Money they care about. Money they care about at the end of the day. So what is some of the takeaways that you guys get from this? And just to regurgitate what Phil said, okay? Had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. So you see what I'm saying? Sony and Microsoft are buddies behind the scenes. They talk behind the scenes about stuff like this. I confirm our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry, and we value our relationship. Just like that. One phone call. Just like that. Existing agreements. There you go. There you go. Now we can stop. Now we can completely stop. It's only the fans, as you guys know, as you guys can see, it's only the fans that sit there and support nonsense console wars, right? But behind closed doors, Sony and Microsoft is hand in hand. One phone call. Talk to the leaders at Sony. Yeah, that's cool. We'll honor the contracts. We'll honor the agreements. It's cool. Existing words. Existing agreements. So there you go. Existing agreements. Zilla, thank you for the $3. Says, doesn't Take-Two own NBA 2K also? Yep. So, like I said, and I'm going to say it again, that clears up a lot of stuff. So, you see, when people are over here fanboying and this and that, just understand that it's bigger than the fanboying because it's business at the end of the day. I'm gonna put out a tweet on this, and I'm gonna say keywords. I'm gonna put keywords, keywords, existing agreements. I don't understand why people are losing their mind. I really don't. I don't get it. I really don't get it because it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Regardless, it's good sportsmanship. It looks good on Sony. It looks good on Microsoft and Xbox and Phil Spencer. It just goes to show you. There's no need for you to fanboy. There's no need for you to fanboy. There's no need for it. Just play games, have fun. I keep telling y'all that. Existing agreements. Keywords, existing agreements. Thank you so much. So people won't sit here and assume and try to sit here and push this false narrative that, no, he means that, it's in the future, everything is going to be there. No. No, he didn't say anything about future, but you have some people, that's just what they believe. That's what they want to, whatever they want to hear is what they want to hear. Yeah. It's sad, guys. It's really, really sad. I want to hear what some of y'all have to think, though. We're in the Q&A portion, and if y'all have anything y'all want to add and shed, let me know, because maybe I'm just crazy preaching here today for no reason. Oh, Marlon was just preaching for no reason. Oh, yeah. I know it was I know it was for no reason. Because people want to hear what they want to hear, and people want to believe what they want to believe. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And like I said, whatever favors your favorite piece of plastic, that's just how it is at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. Because, people gonna do what they're gonna do, right? And, it's a win-win situation for both parties. I'm glad Phil actually, will speak on the situation and, really let us know what's going on so people can be quiet about the situation. Now, my man Darnell Hill with the 5 says, if Microsoft just wanted Call of Duty in Game Pass, they could have did it for far less money. I mean, yes, but I'm saying like a bulk of that deal was for Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. You see what's on the PS flag. You see that big Xbox logo in the middle of that flag. You see that? Come on now. You see that? You got sense. You smart. Retro. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Says, love the energy, bro. Glad I got all the consoles, but do have a ton of backlog of games to play through, though. Yeah, real talk. Jez Gaming says, you're speaking facts, bro. They're saying this now, but as soon as the acquisition goes through, COD will be an Xbox exclusive 100. I'm telling you, Microsoft, Phil Spencer, they know what they're doing. Phil Spencer just come out and just put that out there just to calm down the fire. The fire is raising up way too high. Way too high, ladies and gentlemen. Way too high. The fire is raising up way too high. He's just putting the fire out. For everybody losing their minds about this, because it's just common sense. Why is people running around like a chicken right now? Oh, is COD going to be exclusive to the Xbox? The deal is not even gone through yet. We didn't learn anything about the Bethesda deal. I don't know. No. I nailed it. I had some tax, and I put it into it. It says, let's see here. It says, do you think that Microsoft could buy WB and Capcom? It's possible, but I don't think anytime soon, because they just made this. This is like the biggest deal ever in gaming history. So I don't think so. It says Microsoft still has about 60 billion on cash. Wow. You see what I'm saying? And they can have even more. They can even have even more than that 60 billion on cash if they want to. They just got the money. Magnum, my man Magnum, our artist, our t-shirt artist, our man. It says there was a report from VGC from some analyst person said if they keep COD exclusive, the deal won't go through. Yes, I talked about that earlier. As a matter of fact, I need you to make us a new icon for the channel. See where that hat is? I need you to make me a PlayStation and an Xbox logo for the channel. I would appreciate that if you can, Magnum. I know you're working on this swimming in cash for us. 50 billions for Candy Crush, the breadcrumbs for the rest. Hey, Candy Crush, people sleeping on Candy Crush, bruh. People sleeping on Candy Crush. I'm telling you that right now. It says 20 billion from Phil's pocket money. Oh, yeah, right. 20 billion from Phil. I don't think Phil got that type of money. It says we'll see it at E3. What will happen? E3 is apparently canceled, bro. E3 is apparently canceled. Thank y'all so much for the subscription. Big Bang, thank you for the subscription. If y'all brand new to the channel, if you did enjoy the show today, click that like button, right? And hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for the support, man. I appreciate y'all. All these new people, I thank y'all. We're passionate. I'm passionate about what I do. All right, it says this can't be good for gaming in the long term. Microsoft didn't want to put in the effort to compete on the console front. So now they're trying to corner the market via Game Pass. I mean, they have to. They had to. They had to do something. You know what I'm saying? They had to do something. Game Pass is insane value for gamers. You know what I'm saying? They had to corner the market some type of way. If it was Sony's box side on the line, bet your bottom dollar they will be doing something as well. I sent you a message on Twitter. Did you tag me? Okay. Or did you DM me or something? Yeah, I mean, people want to go crazy with a situation, but guys, people are forgetting, like, you know, like, it's just like, listen, man, listen. At the end of the day, also tomorrow's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday when it comes. If I don't get to tell you, happy birthday. Let's see here. What we got? What we have? I don't see anything yet, though. Wait, Dante Sparta? Who is this? Oh, I don't know what that was. Okay. He says people can say what they want about Phil and Microsoft, but this was a smart for gaming because Google, Facebook, and Amazon lurk it. Exactly. That's why I understand. You got other people out there with big money. You know what I'm saying? You got that out there. You know what I'm saying? You got the Amazons and the Google and the Apple out there that could have gobbled up Activision. Then what? Then what would y'all say? But no, y'all hate Xbox so much. That's the thing. Y'all hate Xbox so much. Mathro says, fire stream, bro. Keep it real. Facts. Always. Always. Until the day I get up out of here, I'm always going to keep it real, man. Always. Brian Fuller, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate the love and the support. If it was Tencent that literally said, hey, you know what? We're going to buy Activision. Then what would you say? Oh, they're trying to gatekeep. Would you say they're trying to gatekeep? If it was a different company, would you say the same thing? I don't understand people, man. I don't understand people. It says Candy Crush makes more money than COD, probably. Man, Candy Crush is on mobile, so probably yes. Let's see here. It says Xbox was smart. They're going to make a lot of money. Xbox took over the game. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, with Game Pass, that changed the game. That changed the game completely. Why do you think Sony wants to throw their hat into the arena as well? Why do you think that? You know what I'm saying? Like why do you think that's the case? You know what I'm saying? Like why do you think that? I'm just saying, guys, it's just raw common sense when it comes to certain things. Like, you just have to looking within things for yourself and not just sit there feeding off of everybody else and just whatever. Nick, Special Nick, a very reliable person out on Twitter, said, just to throw it out there, Warzone staying on PlayStation still means keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Huh. Interesting. If Phil actually, and then Benji Sale says on Twitter, if Phil actually somehow got Sony to agree to put Game Pass on PlayStation, that would be mind-blowing. Obviously, it would be. But Sony is not going to allow that. They're going to have their own Game Pass-like service. That's what's going to happen. I still don't think that that's what's happening. I just think that Call of Duty is fully multi-platform like Minecraft, but Game Pass on PlayStation 5 would be wild. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. But knowing them, you know how it is. Xbox Series X, game on. Appreciate the love and the support. Says, Team Xbox, stand up. Good job, bro. Keep up the good work. You are the only one keeping it 100. I appreciate it. Hey, real talk, man. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. I appreciate you. I don't want Google, Amazon, or Apple to buy any IPs. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Those people are out there too with the money. Amazon got money too. What if Amazon would have bought it? Then what? You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, man, Microsoft should have got Activision, or Sony. Well, Sony can't really get Activision, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, or maybe, I don't know. Nintendo got, I don't know how much cash on hand Nintendo has, but Nintendo ain't fixing to do that. J-Rock with the $20. Thank you so much for the blessing. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate the super chats. Now, oh, Trez, yeah, I'm gonna jump on that. It's a win-win for them. There's no need to make COD exclusive as putting it day one on Game Pass as the same philosophy. Yeah, I mean, psychologically effect. Yeah, I mean, the psychological effect here is that, like I said, whether or not they make it exclusive or not, would they make more money making it multi-platform? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But if they make it exclusive, they still winning regardless, because, you know, that's going to increase even more people with Game Pass, you know, make people want to sign up for Game Pass even more. You know what I'm saying? Those COD players, those pre-existing COD players from PlayStation that have a Series X, they might, or an Xbox or a PC, they might just want to sign up for Game Pass now because, oh, you know what? Why spend $60 when I can spend $15? You know what I'm saying? And get COD. You get what I'm saying? So yes, obviously it makes sense for them to make it multi-platform. But it says getting COD via Game Pass with exclusive DLC, game modes, and early access is just as good. Exactly. It's just as good. It's just as good. So regardless of the fact, regardless of the direction that Microsoft decides to go, it's a win-win situation for them. If they make it exclusive and tied into Game Pass with all the DLCs and day one, you know, content and whatever they want to do, they're still winning. Because if you want to play COD, now you got to sign up for now you really got to sit down and sign up for Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go out there and spend, you know, $60 and play it on Xbox, or you can spend $70 and play it on PlayStation if they decide to make it multi-platform. So it's a win-win situation. Either way it goes, they're still going to be making money off the IP regardless. So it don't even matter. Oh my Jesus Christ, dude. Trez with the $99.99. Wow. My dude. Candy Crush makes $2 million a day. Okay. Hey. Yo. Appreciate that 99, my G. Appreciate that 99. Thank you so much, my man Trez with the $99.99. Appreciate that, man. God bless you, my G. Holding down the show. $2 million a day. And the funny thing is, when people hear Candy Crush, they start laughing. They start laughing. They're like, oh, Candy Crush. Oh. Calm down, Roger. Listen, it makes $2 million a day. You know what I'm saying? $2 million a day. You know how much money Microsoft fixing to make? You know how much more subscribers they fixing to get in the Game Pass now because of Candy Crush? Because here's the thing. Once they merge Candy Crush into Game Pass, you can play it on your mobile phone. You could play it on your mobile phone. You could play it on your tablet. So, man, that's in $2 million a day. Candy Crush makes $2 million a day. That is insane. That is insane. Imagine if you had a game out there or you had some type of shares in Candy Crush and it's making $2 million. You are swimming in cash. $2 million a day? That's a lot of money. So Microsoft, I'm telling you, that you think Microsoft is worried about spending $70 billion or $68 billion? They're going to make hand over fist over time. They're going to make their money back 10 times over with Candy Crush and Call of Duty. Those are the two biggest IPs. And then maybe Overwatch or Diablo or whatever. Then the order continues from there. But I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Oh, you can't hear oh yeah. The sound is hold on, I got you. You can't hear the Stream Deck. My bad. Yeah, that's because the audio, I took the audio out. All right, so you should be able to hear it now. But like I said before, people was laughing at the whole Candy Crush situation. Oh, that's garbage. It might be garbage, but it's generating a lot of money. It's generating a lot of money. Yeah, Trilla, thank you. It's generating a lot of money. Existing agreements. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Shaker, I've already read the whole Phil Spencer thing, and he's pretty much saying that he's going to be honoring existing agreements with PlayStation. PlayStation is a very important part of the industry and a very important part of Xbox. So yes, they're going to be honoring that. And so that's it. Same thing that we just read earlier from the person from Sony earlier this morning. Same thing. Same thing. I mean, that's just what it is. I says, do you think that Microsoft needs superhero game like WB games? Nah, not really. I mean, that could definitely help for sure. But right now, Microsoft can come up with their own. You know, they have so many studios now that could just do something. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, relatively speaking, they could do whatever they want to do, you know? But yeah, they got plenty of stuff. What was that game? That Indiana Jones. They got that Indiana Jones game. That's a kind of a superhero type thing, I guess. But you know, it is what it is, man. What's going on Twitter, baby? It says Sony was monopolizing by buying all these third-party exclusive exclusivity deals. Yup. Was Microsoft supposed to sit back and let that happen? Exactly. 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 Same thing I said. Shout outs to you, J-Rock. Shout outs to you, man. He says they are leaving Sony behind this generation. I'm telling you, like I said, give Microsoft credit. Everybody just wants Sony to continue to be number one. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I love Sony, but man, give somebody else a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody else a chance. Microsoft is at least trying. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to capitalize. Give them a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening right now. Microsoft have a strong chance of winning this generation. All they got to do is stick to the quality. Stick to quality. They have all these new studios. They got, what, 38 studios? Come on, man. Reggie says, Marlon, you know one thing. It says, I can't stand is people who fanboy. I mean, be happy. We got these great consoles. We could have no gaming at all. I appreciate all of having both consoles. Of course, for sure. That's why I said, I don't understand. You got both. You got both right here. Play games and be happy, man. Simple as that. Play games, be happy. It's all good. It's all gravy at the end of the day. It says, do you think Microsoft will have Marvel's exclusives? And nah. That's tied to Sony. That's tied to Sony. Just like with the movies and the games, that's tied to Sony. Yeah, that's Sony. That's Sony stuff. It would be nice for Xbox to have that, but hey, it is what it is. Yup. It is what it is. Roger, Calvin, and Melvin. There you go. It says, Marlon, imagine Microsoft buys Rockstar and makes GTA 6 an Xbox exclusive. Ooh, that wouldn't be too good for Sony. I could tell you that. That would not be good for Sony. That would not be good for Sony. Xbox now has a black superhero game in prototype. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Boy, We're swimming in cash.
Microsoft is forcing Sony to make moves. There you go. There you go. Because Sony likes to be in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? Sony likes to be in the shadows, so I guess it's okay. I guess it's cool. Ain't nobody tripping, right? I guess it's cool. Xbox are leaving no one around. Xbox don't have any games. Facts. Xbox don't have any games. Wow. Xbox don't have any games? That is not true, man. That is not true. Not because they're buying up publishers and you're not happy with that doesn't mean that they don't have any games. They have games. They have a lot of games. I guess the next Forza that's supposed to come out this year is not a game. Redfall, that's not a game. Starfield, that's not a game. Perfect Dark, Avowed, that's not a game. I mean, Hellblade 2, that's not a game. They got games now. They got plenty of games now. Okay? Plenty of games now. You can't say that anymore. That does not hold up in court. Oh, Roger, where you going with your filthy pieces of paper in your hand? Oh, Xbox doesn't have any games. On what grounds, Roger? On what grounds? Get out of my courthouse.
Is to go.
Get out of my courthouse.
Beyond.
On what grounds? Get out of my courthouse, Roger. Out. Take your paper and fly like an Aladdin on that carpet. Fly on them piece of paper. Go fly. Xbox ain't got no games. Wolf with the $5 says, show us your PlayStation wrap up. What is my show us your PlayStation wrap up? What's that? What's a wrap up? Magnum Visuals with the $5
in cash.
says there is a refurbished Series X on Walmart for $648. No, that's robbery. That is just like, yeah, you need to bend to the side on that one, my G. They're trying to rip you off. No, sir. I know you want a Series X really bad. Refurbish? No, sir. No, you know what you need to do? You need to reconsider. You need to pull yourself away. Hear what is it? Refurbish? No. You need to reconsider that one. No, sir. For $648, that's robbery. No, sir. That's going to bleed your pockets dry. No, sir. No, sir. Catboy with the $2 says, I think Crash 5 might be an Xbox exclusive. Probably in the future. We'll see. Probably in the future. Yeah. You need to reconsider. You need to reconsider that one. No, Magnum. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't buy no refurbished Series X for no $649. Ain't even worth it. No, sir. No, sir. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Yeah, everybody. Microsoft is buying everything. Microsoft is not buying everything, bro. Amazon is still there. Apple is there. They buying stuff too. Microsoft cannot buy everything. They can't. They can't buy everything because the government is not going to allow them to. Shadow Drifter, what's up? Washington Post article. All right, let me see what's going on. Okay. All right, Washington Post article. It says, I enjoy watching your YouTube show today. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I don't see the Washington Post article. I don't see it. I don't see it. But like I said before, I just got on YouTube because I changed my name to PlayStation Kings of Kings. I'll have to look into that and see what's up. But I don't see it though. Let's see here. And and Marlon, you forgot this is only gonna make Sony do better. That's it. I want Sony to do better. That's it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask for them to do better, bro. Like, that is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. Just do better, bro. Like, that's it. Stop being in the shadows, hiding in the shadows. Like, just come out of the shadows, bro, and produce. That is it, bro. That's all I want you to do. Come out of the shadows and produce. Produce more. Like, keep, be more touchy, be more hands-on with your fan base. That's all I'm saying. He says, who cares if Microsoft have trillions in the bank? Will you or anyone else see it? No. Nobody will ever see Microsoft money or touch Microsoft money. The point of the matter is, okay, is that they have the money to do whatever they want to do when it comes to buying whoever they want to buy. That's it. We're never going to see, nobody's ever going to see Microsoft's money, bro. You work for Microsoft? Shoot. Are you a child of the CEO of Microsoft? You will never see that money, sir. J Rock says, Marlon, do you think this pushes Sony to put day and date on Spartacus? Yeah, it does. It does put weight on Sony to do that. And I think they could. Oh, I'm always good, Dan. I'm always good, sir. I'm just keeping it real with you guys, It says, so please keep poking the bear, guys. He says they have buying power. Yeah, that's it. Jeffrey, it says, what up, Marlon? Tomorrow is my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, my G. He says, when you on top, you have to stay quiet. Is that what it is, huh? Okay. He said Walmart sells secondhand sources. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. But seriously though, man, I really love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the tremendous support today, for supporting the streams. New subscribers, if you're brand new to the channel and you're just coming in, I appreciate you guys, man. I really, really do. From the bottom of my heart. Just want to say thank you guys. It says, do you think this new 5G service will help? Yeah, I mean, yes, it does. For mobile stuff, yes. Magnum Visuals with the $5 says day and date will not work for Sony because quality is their staple and they can't bleed money like Xbox can. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, but it would definitely help. It would definitely help. Killer Tone says, Marlon, always keeping it real. Facts. Always going to keep it real, man. Always going to keep it real for you guys. Let's see here. Sony and Nintendo should merge on Xbox. Oh, man. Nah, that ain't going to happen. Trust me. It is not going to happen. It's not going to happen, though. But I appreciate y'all, though, man. Thank y'all so much for watching today, for hitting the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the nation. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next stream for tomorrow. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Thank y'all for the support, and thank y'all for everything that you guys do, and I'm always going to keep it real and authentic for you guys. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. See y'all tomorrow. We outside.